Hey guys, it's Sharani Pathak over here at the Center for Soulful Relationships, and today I want to talk a little bit about this radical new possibility of what if you could transform your relationships in as little as 1 to 3 days. Now, before I do that, I want to give you a quick tour of the new office, recently relocated, and by recently I mean over the weekend, to South San Jose. And so the new office location has actually opened up a new service area servicing Morgan Hill, Evergreen, Silver Creek, South San Jose, Santa Teresa, Blossom Valley, and so the new office is super easily accessible to all those parts of San Jose. And then, of course, if you're interested in coming and working with me and you're not in the San Jose area, with this new transformational 1 to 3 day type model that I'll be sharing with you today, you could very easily either fly into the San Jose airport or just drive over to San Jose, and there's actually a Residence Marriott not far from this office location, so you could even be very close to where you could do this powerful healing work. So with that said, I want to give you a quick tour of the space, and if you watched the video I posted earlier this week, there's going to be some changes to the video, so I'm going to try to sort out how to turn this camera around. Here we go. And I actually want to cover it because I want you to see it from the very outside, as though you are just walking into the space. So when you walk into the space, you'll see Center for Soulful Relationships over in room 18 at the Bernal Business Center. And when you open up the door, you'll just, wow, instantly be transported into a beautiful, quiet, tranquil, and serene space. Look at that full floor-to-ceiling window. And that's the therapy couch where the therapy healing magic happens. And beautiful, inspirational artwork. I really love this one. I have found the one whom my soul loves, and just it felt so much like the message of the Center for Soulful Relationships. And the other artwork and hearts and love and letting your light shine, and of course crystals. And how gorgeous is that? Amethyst framed right there. A nice little refreshments area, and yeah, and your view, if you were the client coming to work with me on transforming your relationships, this is what you would be having a look at. And yeah, that beautiful piece of art right there is my friend Shelby over at Shelby's Dancing Art. And yeah, and a reminder that happiness is a journey, not a destination, and that we get to grow through what we go through. And we have Kuan Yin and a goddess holding down the fort over there, and we have some other deities holding down the space. And yeah, so before I share with you more about how to transform your relationship in just merely 1 to 3 days, I wanted to give you that tour of the new office space so that you would know a little bit more about where we're at and what we're doing. So a part of this transition into this new office was also to invite us all into greater and deeper healing containers and experiences. One of the ways that I have learned I do my best work is in a really deep healing container, where there's the possibility of transforming lifetimes worth of patterns that have just kept repeating and keeping you stuck in your relationships, keeping you stuck from feeling fulfilled, from experiencing the love it is that you really want, or from constantly sabotaging your relationships because these patterns are on repeat. And yeah, so the new way that I am shifting into doing my work in this world is really in an intensive therapy type model, or also in an immersion type therapy. And not immersion like I have a phobia of airplanes, so I'm going to do immersion therapy and get on an airplane. Not that type of immersion therapy, although in some ways it could be related to, in that way. It's more of the couples experience I'm calling a couples immersion, because it's a way for you and your partner to come together and to sit in this deep healing space, in this deep healing container, to learn exactly what it is that you're doing in your relationship that keeps you stuck in patterns that you don't like, healing what it is that you're doing that keeps you going around and around in that same circle, and also teaching you the tools on how you can do it differently in your relationship, so that rather than constantly saying you want to feel loved, you actually start to experience the love that you want and desire. And so that's what we can do in these couples immersions or couples intensives. I hear that a lot of people don't like calling them intensives because relationships are intense enough, and for that reason I also want to call them couples immersions. And it is day-long therapy where we get to just sit in this container, this beautiful, peaceful sanctuary here, and sit in this container, and for an entire 1, 2, or 3 days we get to really roll up our sleeves and get in deep to help you shift the entire trajectory of your relationship and to just transform it in whatever way it is that's going to feel more fulfilling to you. Relationships really are where our healing happens, especially our intimate romantic partnerships. That's where our healing happens. And it's unfortunate to see people running away from the healing opportunities that present themselves that are right there in their relationship. And then they go out and they repeat the same pattern over and over again, and then don't get to experience the love and healing that is readily available to them if they have cleared out the things that keep themselves from receiving the love that's already here and available. And so this experience, whether it be the couples immersion or whether it be done in an individual or even family therapy type format, all of the services here are just shifting to this new model of doing things, and it's incredibly powerful. People that I've worked with have said even 5 or 6 months later that they're no longer repeating the same old patterns that used to get them stuck. They've gone from, getting into it almost every single day to maybe getting into it 2 or 3 times over the last 5 or 6 months, because they have a deeper understanding of themselves and their partner, and how them and their partner play out patterns and relationships with one another, and it's just a really incredible, powerful thing. So I invite you to hop on over to my website, centerforsoulfulrelationships.com, where you can learn more about the new way of doing therapy, really, that really does cause lasting transformational change for your relationships, like I said, in as little as 1 to 3 days. So who wouldn't want that? Hop on over, centerforsoulfulrelationships.com. Thank you for joining me, and have a great day. Bye.